I didn't even know they made that. That's awesome. Wait, the Xbox had memory cards? Generic Control and the That Goes Moo here, back with another Scott the Waz video. Today we're doing, I believe it is a Halloween special, and it is called memory cards. I never had really any experience messing with memory cards and consoles. The closest thing to that was when like you would have to get like a USB stick for your Xbox 360 and whatnot, but I never had like an old PlayStation. I did have a GameCube, but it wasn't mine, it was more so my brother's, and I didn't even know that I actually had memory cards until I'm looking at the thumbnail. Last week's video was Mario Party N64 Party Hard. I'll leave it right up there. You can check my reaction to that. Also, link down below in the description. Also, in a playlist on my channel with all of my other Scott the Waz reactions going in chronological order. I'm really looking forward to this and learning about memory cards because it's a trauma that I do not have, but I'm sure a lot of you do, as I think Sony really, really loved them. And yeah, no, I didn't have these type of consoles. The first console that was technically mine was my Xbox 360 when my brother moved out and went to college and took it with him. So I was using his consoles for the longest time. I mean, I also had like, you know, DS, Nintendo Advance SP, Game Boy Colors, stuff like that, but never a PlayStation. The GameCube wasn't mine. We still had the GameCube though. It's actually at his house. He actually has it in his TV stand, which is kind of crazy. But shout out to the patrons. I could not do this if it was not for them. $2 a month to get you on my reaction videos 8 day early. And I read all the comments, whether you're patron or not, whether you're subscribed or not. We are also so close to 100,000 subscribers. I can't believe that it's actually this close. We're trying to hit it before the end of the year. We're going to need all the help we can get. But let's go ahead and jump into memory cards. All right. Yeah, no, I never really experienced memory cards. I don't think I ever had a console that had one. I just remember, like, if you got the small Xbox 360, you had to get a USB drive.
I was looking for grass.
Which is why I got the bigger version, I guess.
Okay, fine. I couldn't take it anymore. Just yesterday, I was doing a live.
I've had enough of this!
And I decided to finally buy a pumpkin.
What?
Grass families live around here.
Oh.
Welcome to the Lessler Pumpkin Orchard, where pumpkins are a specialty, orchards a close second.
Whoa, vegan Terry Lessler running a non-permitted pumpkin patch.
Can you name a more vegan crime?
Well, I've been a gourd user for a while, looking to make an upgrade.
Never bought a pumpkin before. What are you carving during the fall then?
I've bought
using
one pumpkin.
Well, we do offer conversion therapy.
Nah, I think I'm good. I'll buy that one. I'll buy that one. That is a nice-ass pumpkin.
No.
Oh, this is just a rental.
No, I'm looking to own.
You really think you're ready to go in raw and own a pumpkin? It's a lot of responsibility.
Bro,
maybe you should start with a goldfish or something.
No, ever since I was a kid, I pledged that by the time I'm 17, I would own a pumpkin. I'm 23 now, and I've gotten nothing done over the past 6 years because this has been at the top of my to-do list. Let's get this over with.
Perfect. We'll do a background check. You'll be the first you to own a pumpkin.
Yes. I'll pick that one, the orange one.
They're all
the 2-year warranty.
I hate the metric system. How many hours is that?
And I run a pumpkin patch, not a clock. All right, just tell me when.
Okay, that's just straight up not how that. That was a nice pumpkin too.
That's good.
Is it
Alrighty,
gonna be?
So here's gonna be your paperwork.
I might be back.
And your passport, mugshot, and watch, and you take care of that thing.
Nice.
Good stuff. You are currently looking at a registered pumpkin owner. Sure, I've dabbled in owning foam decoratory pumpkins in the past.
Wait, that's a fake pumpkin?
I would just throw it after the season was over. These ones, completely different.
He's gonna leave that there.
This one's real. I asked if there was any pumpkin regulations in the county. I can't quarter it in a time of peace. I said I didn't want it after that, but I already took the cellophane off. My first real pumpkin. And to celebrate, I decided to invite all pumpkin users in the area, throw a bit of a pumpkin party. I hope that isn't slang. Terry should be happy to see how this pumpkin's doing.
It has to mean something.
Plus, 4 years from now, I'll be throwing my first party, so I think I'm ready to throw another one right now. I think I'm
4
finally ready
years
to
from
present myself in front of the pumpkin demographic.
Oh yeah, apparently the Mario Party video was like,
Damn
it happened
maybe I should make this
yesterday
more of
or
a
something
half
like
pumpkin,
that.
half Halloween party.
Because the 4 year
I don't want to make an ass
gap.
out of myself in front of the pumpkin fandom, so I'll distract them by making it more of a Halloween party. All I have to do is come up with a scary costume.
Oh.
I have had this list for over 4 hours and I've never acted upon it. See,
Oh.
I could go with somebody who's owned a pumpkin before. My cover will be blown. I could go with somebody who ate a fucking Wii.
Wait, did he actually? I hope
Maybe
he
next
did.
year. Ooh, found the scariest one. Of course, I could also go as memory card talker, but I
don't know what that is.
I go as that year round. Alright, I'm just gonna need some materials for this costume.
Memory cards?
Customers also bought memory cards.
Hmm.
I can go
Concerning.
with 2 things. F it.
That's a lot of things. That's
Happy Halloween. What do you do when you're playing a
I don't know
video
if I'm
game but
doing
you have to
anything for
get
Halloween.
up and exist?
What day is Halloween
You can
on?
leave the thing
Thursday?
on for
Something like
days on
that?
end until you're ready to not do anything again. But what if you have a power outage? The cord gets unplugged. You have this nervous tick where you just have to go and ruin everything. Your game gets reset, and you have to restart everything from the very beginning. I
Wait,
can't
it
think
gets
of anything
completely
worse.
reset?
Anything.
Oh,
You have
yeah,
to be
no.
protected in case something like this occurs. So bring in the memory
Oh,
cards.
wait, the memory cards still
gaming
save? Okay.
contraceptive. Saving your progress in a game is something we all take for granted
Oh,
nowadays. Remember when games didn't save at all? The only way to beat them was to play them all in one go. From start to finish, you had to experience what it's like to be depressed. Some games
really?
started using passwords.
You couldn't-
To a certain point in the game, write down the password it gave you, enter that in next time you boot it
Oh,
up.
that's
bam,
annoying.
right
Why
back
is the
where you
password
left
that
off.
long?
But right after they made the English language, they went, oh man, they're gonna make Metroid, aren't they? Oh, zeros, capital O's, lowercase
Oh, that's
O's,
so
ones,
evil.
capital I's, lowercase L's. Sure, in the game itself, they're distinct enough, but when you're writing down a password, you'll probably just use whatever your brain thinks would be funny.
Zero, not
Why
zero.
couldn't God make the O look like this? And these passwords could be ass long. Like, I didn't know these many spaces existed. Sometimes
Yeah,
you
why
get
doesn't it need to
passwords
be
with
24
icons
characters?
to use. That immediately makes things
I mean,
a problem
that's-
for the artistically challenged out there.
No,
What
that's
are you
fine.
talking about? That's a squiggle, not a sigma. So to pick up where you left off in games, you either had to keep the game console running indefinitely, or
No, bad idea.
something you have to explain to your parents. I don't want them thinking I played Mega Man 4. What is this? Coordinates. Cord for a bomb. Plus, what kind of passwords are these? Like, you try to get into a club and they ask, what's the password? C764. Something had to change because neither one of these methods were particularly ideal. I mean, I'd rather have passwords than not have
Memory
passwords,
cards.
but I'd rather have blood than not have blood. Doesn't mean I like blood.
Oh, well, you in blood?
Talking about memory cards, one sec.
Dude, what is that picture?
Joining
What
came
is
the
the
Legend of Zelda
shirt?
for the Nintendo Entertainment System.
I think my mom
featuring a
actually
battery
has
built
that
into the
still.
cartridge, which allowed it to save your data, which became a
Oh.
luxury for many games. If your NES game came with the ability to save like this, you knew the company cared so
Really?
hard about
That's
it.
actually really
Following
cool.
generations, saving this way became more of a standard across the board. Most of Nintendo's Super Nintendo titles had battery saves built in. Many third-party games still used passwords. Sega took a while to catch up on the Genesis, but by the end of this generation, being able to save your game was the hip thing to do.
I can't believe nobody
But
like
here's
thought about
the
it, or maybe they
issue.
just didn't have a
There's
good way of
reason
doing
not
it.
all games adopted the battery to save data to the cartridge. It cost money to do that,
Yeah.
and some people can't stomach supporting Duracell. Each game would need a battery backup, and that battery eventually runs out after a couple decades, so eventually there'll be no
Would they
evidence of me
also
playing
have to
Mario
be
World the night of some
charged?
murder. And I have a soft spot for alibis. Plus, with the industry quickly shifting from using cartridges to CDs, you couldn't
what's a
really
CD?
feasibly save data to this. I mean, battery, CD, something had to change.
Well,
What if you could
goes
save
in
the
the square
data
hole.
to something else?
Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, I thought you were another door.
Am I the first to arrive?
Yes.
Yes.
What is that
Yeah,
belt?
so I brought some pumpkins for discussing. Got this one that's orange, and this one's really orange.
You know, I was thinking we could
Okay.
make this a half pumpkin party, half actual Halloween party.
What the hell's Halloween?
Well, just
Fair
step
enough.
outside, change into a scary costume, and you'll be fine.
Okay. That was.
What are you, a meat eater?
A person.
Oh yeah, I
Huh.
can tell by the hat. Well, feel free to not say anything until the others arrive.
Oh, what the hell? I
Memory
give you a pumpkin for well under a year, and you turn it into memory cards?
Well,
those are just
under a
memory
year.
cards for the GameCube.
For the GameCube?
Here,
I
let
didn't
me
know
explain. Memory cards
That
gave
was
you
actually
the ability
funny
to save
how
games
late
to a
it didn't-
choking hazard. I mean, it made
Behind
perfect
the
sense.
Madden.
With these, you wouldn't have to worry about cramming a save feature into the game itself. Just force the consumer to deal with it. This way, no game had an excuse. If they were on a console with a memory card, yup, they had a save feature.
Huh.
Unless you didn't own a memory card. I think we've all
Uh-huh.
been in that situation. You own a console for a bit, but you don't have a memory card, so you just kind of play the game you have, but you can't save. So hey, let's just keep playing from the beginning.
That's a
of
problem.
course, that's how most NES games were. But I owned a GameCube and didn't get a memory card until a couple
Oh,
months
yeah,
in.
it does-
I'm
yeah,
an
it
expert
does.
on watching the opening to Battle for Bikini Bottom. But once
Oh,
you actually
nice.
got a card, oh my god, my options skyrocketed. I
From
can
what
save.
to what? Yep. And
You know,
what else?
memory cards actually
Yep.
first appeared on the Neo Geo AES. I don't give a shit. You can save your data onto it and then bring it to a Neo Geo arcade cabinet, plug it
Neo
in, pick up where
Geo?
you left off, which is a killer plus to using memory cards. You can bring them anywhere. Your saved data can always be with you. Make a necklace out of it. There's a
No,
lot of
I'm sure
memories you
somebody
can dig
did.
up on one of these, especially if they were never owned by you. Look at all these game saves, preserved for us all to point and laugh at. I mean, the term memory card can mean two different things. It saves game files, sure, but it also saves memories. This was my childhood
Yeah.
GameCube memory card. Yeah, I got the Mad Cat 16X.
Does
not
Mad
the
Cat
official
still
Nintendo
exist?
produced one. These came with carrying cases.
Cool.
So much better. Oh man, I wish each P had a sock. Owning a Mad Catz memory card should have put me on track to buy a Thrasher shirt, but here we are. This is what my mom bought after I sort of begged for a memory card, so then I didn't have to watch that damn opening cutscene for the 67th time. And I
Only
think
67?
we really hit it out of the park first try. 16x, what does that mean? It has it, and a lot of it. There was
What
more
is
than
it?
enough
16
space on this
what?
one to store
Megabytes?
any and all save data I could ever dream of. I can't believe I didn't get stuck with the 1X. 59 blocks of storage. I would be disgusted if I knew how much that was.
What is 59
Yeah,
blocks?
some game consoles refer to storage
Blocks?
as blocks. I think they were trying to simplify things, but honest to God, it made even more no sense. Just use typical memory storage terms. Just say megabytes. No mom hears blocks compared to megabytes and goes,
It is megabytes.
oh, I have this many blocks remaining. What does that mean? I could say you were
Playing
better
Minecraft.
off buying the official memory cards made by the console manufacturers
I'm sure they were
themselves,
so much
but
more expensive.
Why would I? These aren't like third-party controllers where like, yeah, if they're cheaper, you can really feel it. This one's made of gum. Memory cards you cram in the console and never think of again. Oh, but this one looks blue and smells
I'm sure
funny.
some of them might have.
You can get by
they
with
might
any
fail.
type of memory card. That's the beautiful thing. These brands are all of equal value. Sometimes memory cards would come with games, like with Animal Crossing. You got a GameCube memory card free of charge. Made sense considering Animal Crossing required a ton of space to save, so you pretty much needed a memory card
It's like
just for it.
the games that had like
it's an
2
Animal Crossing
discs.
themed memory card, just like how I have an Animal Crossing themed thigh. It's a sticker. That's it. You can theme anything to be Animal Crossing this way.
It's not a
but
special
I
color, it's
appreciate
just a
the
sticker.
sentiment. I'm surprised there weren't more special edition memory cards.
Nintendo
They
loved doing that
existed.
stuff.
Here's Spider-Man crawling out of his grave. However, most of the time, you just have to
What?
choose between cards of different size capacities and colors. But just the fact different colors were offered really baffles me as to why there weren't more
I guess it
grave-digging options.
Tried to make them more
I don't know.
personalized.
Is it really worth neglecting your pumpkin for so long that it can save guys?
I can't help it the pumpkin dies. All the bees flew south for the winter. Pollination's over.
Wait, this isn't the right pumpkin.
Oh yeah, it's over there.
Oh, why'd you just kick it? Oh,
Looking good. Got any plans for this guy?
I was thinking we could bob for apples, but with this instead.
who keeps pickles on top of the
You
fridge?
can feel free to stop not saying anything. Got a pumpkin.
Oh god, we were supposed to bring pumpkins?
I was hoping the invitation would be cryptic in a good way.
Do not bring pumpkins. Are those oranges?
Never mind.
So
Oh,
what are you supposed to be?
I've never had an
a
orange.
person, but everybody's going as that this year.
Oh, come on!
He's going
I
as
thought I
Wendy's
channeled
boy.
my inner Wendy's employee for my costume.
You are a Wendy's employee.
Is it really that convincing?
I have not heard the word pumpkin since 67 words ago.
I could definitely swing with saying pumpkin.
Uh,
Say this one.
Now, with the boom of these things, many companies had some kind of revelation. Like they needed
I wonder
to
if
innovate
what the
every
profit
possible
margins
thing.
were on
Like, you know how
this.
some shoes have software updates now? For the second Dreamcast,
I know exactly
the
what shoes
memory
he's
cards
talking
for the
about. Those
system
are
were
the
dubbed
Nike Adapt.
VMUs, visual memory units. They
The
were
auto
memory
lacing
cards,
shoes.
sure,
They were like
but they had a
$250 or
screen
something?
and buttons
Or
and were their
$350.
own mini game console. Of course, with that screen, that meant in multiplayer games, you could see things that were exclusive to you. So Sega could tell me where the antidote was. And then you could unplug the VMU, take it on the go, and play little mini games. It's amazing this idea wasn't ever fully replicated.
Huh?
It's pretty cool.
So
but it's
the memory
pretty
card
worthless,
is a
so
game?
Pretty much why. Like, is this really
And it just uses the
necessary?
same screen.
This is
That's
just
so
another
cool.
battery you have to worry about. And what's the point when you look over at the PlayStation 2 and that used a fucking saltine for its memory card and everybody in the world owned 2 of them? The closest the
not.
console got to replicating this idea of your own personal screen
Mario
had
Tennis.
Mario Tennis on it, I'll give it that.
Whoa. I
Mario
didn't know
Tennis Ultra
pumpkins could
Smash?
save game data.
They're truly God's favorite.
Oh no.
What are you, a doorway pirate?
No, I'm Gex. I thought he was depressed.
Whoa there, I'm gonna need to see some fruit.
How's this?
No.
That's a lemon.
This?
Language.
This?
Yeah, it's a fucking pumpkin party. Get in. So memory
what-
cards pretty much
what-
stayed ass boring, but with the original Xbox,
I don't understand
they
the whole
started to
pumpkin
become
and-
ass boring and
no,
obsolete.
wait, the
This
Xbox
still
had memory
a hard drive
cards?
built in, which meant you didn't need a memory card. The game saved to the system.
Yeah, I remember
Now, you
playing on
could
that
buy a
Xbox.
memory card if you wanted to back up your saves or bring your save
Oh,
files
no, we
over
didn't do
to a
that.
separate Xbox. But who cares? You don't need a memory
So
card
why
to save
have one?
games. This is a fucking party. I never used memory cards to bring my save data over from console to console. I only used them to save game data, so the idea that the Xbox saved it all to the system meant that an Xbox memory card existing is something scholars still don't get.
I
Then
mean,
with the
I'm sure
Xbox
that's
360,
all.
they continued
Yep.
this trend, but also allowed for the hard drive to be expanded. But you could still buy memory
We could
cards.
also just get a
Xbox
US
360 memory
stick.
cards are some of the most worthless
Pretty
flicks
sure.
of garbage I've ever seen.
I
What's
didn't
the
know they
point?
made that. That's
X360
that's
had more than
awesome.
enough storage to save games, and if you needed
Why is that
more
one still in
storage, then why
packaging?
spend all this money on a dinky-ass memory card when you could invest in a beefier hard drive that could save that much more?
Yep.
Look at these card sizes: 64 megabytes, 256
That's
megabytes,
way
512 megabytes. Yeah, these could hold a flight maybe. To be fair, this one comes with a digital copy of Worms and a carrying case that fits on a keychain. Okay,
That's
maybe
cool.
that makes sense. I get the idea so you can bring your files over to a friend's house, but this was the era of
Like COD
online
4.
gaming. It's obvious this was all fading away.
I remember when you bought
The
Call of Duty
PlayStation
for the
3 and
story.
Wii didn't have them. Sure, you could use GameCube memory cards on Wii when playing GameCube games, so some third-party memory cards said for Wii
So
on
that's what
them,
that's
when
for,
in
huh?
reality, they were just for GameCube, and we're preying on the people who didn't know any better. Not me.
They're probably
I mean.
already made.
And what are you supposed to be?
You.
You.
With a
Not
pineapple.
a pumpkin.
When I saw the invitation, I thought the P said P, the U said I, the M said N, the P said E, the K said A.
Listen, I don't want to hear any excuses.
I'm fruit blind.
Can't see fruit.
Poor bastard.
It just what? You can't be here with
There's
that.
most fruits I've never had. I had my first banana. Duck goes food.
Fruit blindness.
It was obvious things were moving in the direction of storage built into the consoles rather
Clearly.
than relying on external cards. But wouldn't you know, at least the PlayStation Portable kept the dream alive. Oh,
Placed. Oh, the
I thought it was
PSP.
a fingernail. Why does a handheld system need a memory card? Same problem with the PlayStation Vita. Early models didn't have any storage on it.
Wait,
Any at all.
none?
And even though the games are now on cards, you still
had to have
needed
some
a memory
amount for-
card. And the PlayStation handheld memory cards
OS.
are proprietary. They only work on these specific devices. You can't even use a PSP memory
That
card on a
is-
Vita or
that
vice
is- that's
versa.
money.
They were expensive too. Why couldn't they just use standard SD cards? The Nintendo 3DS did, and hell, the games
Wait.
mostly just saved to the cartridges themselves, which made things crazy simple. You could take a 3DS
Huh?
game you were playing on one system, pop it
I
in
do
another,
like that
and
you can just
boom,
upgrade
save
the
data's all
data
there
of
and
storage
accounted
like
for.
that.
Why can't everybody be like Nintendo 3DS game save files?
Alright, what do you guys say we pop some of these
He's
suckers in, give them
outside.
insight to the previous owners?
Wouldn't be a pumpkin without a background check.
I always wanted to tour a pumpkin studio.
It's f***ing freezing.
Well, let's see what we can
Well, I
discover.
mean, it's Ohio.
First off, my own
In
memory
October.
card as a child. Look at this, with so many blocks to spare too. Yep, I went through a heavy Nickelodeon games phase growing up, but we have all
fair.
the usual suspects here as well. Pac-Man Fever and me doing nothing for the first 23 years of my life.
Okay.
How old am I? But this one actually came with a used copy of Luigi's Mansion I bought.
Ooh.
The guy just forgot his memory card was inside the case. See, a lot of game cases come with inserts for memory cards, much like how most cups come with containers. So let's
Yeah.
pop this one in here, and why not? Let's check out this one too.
The fact that you can put both of them in and just check.
What?
Wait. Huh? Huh?
That's odd. They're basically the same thing.
Yeah.
Wait. How does
like
that
uncle
happen?
and daughter.
Those are my two biggest fears.
Mine are isolation and Windows.
Okay, well, this one's gotta have something good on here. Look at it. This one has more. in
Is there a
common with
glitch or
bookmark
something
than
where,
it does a
like,
memory
overrides
card.
them?
Wind Waker's save file. We gotta check this out. Must be code for the name Jim. So this one's
Help.
gotta be good. There's nothing but Odama.
What is
These
Odama?
aren't pumpkins, are they?
What was your first tell?
I knew it. I knew it. Every time a pumpkin claims to save Geist data, it's always a scam.
How could I let this happen twice? Right when we found these weren't pumpkins, I knew something was up.
Yeah, guys.
Oh, okay.
Let's get out of here.
Oh, it's him. Oh, okay. Makes sense. The acting, top tier. Love it.
It's probably just a rat.
You know the Xbox 360 surely has some terrible stuff on the memory card. Nothing haunted, mostly christened. Let's just plug it into the Xbox 360. Yes. Where's the memory card port? They took out memory card
Oh,
support
did they not
in later
on the
360 models.
Oh,
That's my
and
Halloween
the
costume.
slim,
next
right?
You know what? I don't care. I'm gonna show this ghost what I'm made of.
Don't harass the ghost. They don't even know what harassment is.
Oh, right in the knee.
Oh, not my leg day legs. I need them for leg days.
His hand is bleeding.
His eyes aren't blinking.
His lips are smiling.
His dead is showing.
Oh,
Great.
well.
I'm never gonna be the first of 5 to die.
PlayStation 2, for God's sakes, give me something good here.
Remember, unformatted? Oh, if you format, won't it
We may be
erase
getting
all of
haunted,
it?
but I'm still disappointed. Some of these things are so old, they're bound to lose their spunk. What's
Yep.
more fun than looking through a memory card and seeing all these games that were played and all those cool little icons or animations made specifically for the memory card while also getting f***ed by ghosts? It's a really cute
Wait.
aspect of gaming.
The Wii just rocking back and forth.
me of being outside.
That's it. We need to get this thing outside.
Oh, the clouds, right?
Exactly.
The only way we're gonna be able to do that is to
cloud.
stun it with something. Stun it with something big, bold,
Like
orange.
an update?
You son of a bitch.
All right, I'm gonna stun it. Rex, you throw it outside.
Oh, he just hit the Wii with a pumpkin. He missed.
Take off your costume.
This is a room?
Okay, well, thanks for coming. It was a fine party. And only one death. Listen, I'm sorry
Oh.
about...
Nope.
Wendy's
that's
employee.
That pumpkin had a whole bean of pumpkin in front of it. You know how old she was in pumpkin years?
Oh, that was a pumpkin? Thought you used a napkin.
What's fruit blindness like?
It's really funny. Until you have to identify fruit.
That pumpkin had it coming. He couldn't even be a water.
It'd be fine for
You
me
take that
because I
back.
haven't had
Take him
most.
to a hospital?
fruit.
No, he's already dead. And gotta say, first time owning a
Yeah,
pumpkin,
report that.
I'm impressed.
It's not supposed to impress you. It's supposed to evolve you.
It's a fucking pumpkin, and destroying was the only way to stop possessed memory cards, Terry.
I actually
never
made
wanted to
the
be in the
front page
fandom
of
anyways.
Reddit
I found one
'cause I
bad
painted a
person,
pumpkin.
That means it's the worst.
The only time I bought a
Going to
pumpkin.
bed. I've been practicing being angry in my sleep.
Uh-oh. I'm sorry, is the pumpkin rotting? Oh no. What's the next Scott the Woz video gonna be? It lives. It's alive. He sleeps there. With his glasses on too?
Every Friday night, I'm so sick of.
Oh,
We kicked the demons out of you. What's your problem?
they didn't throw it outside. Oh, dude, this poor Wii.
Wait. He's just sitting there. Like a pumpkin. No. I'm not gonna let my Wii get possessed by a pumpkin. Of all fruits, pumpkins need to be eaten,
Are
not
pumpkins-
enjoyed.
pumpkins are fruit, I
You
guess.
have them for
Are
2
they?
months out
I think
of the
they are.
entire
They
year,
keep
and then
saying
we're
that.
back to watermelons. No. Okay, I'm glad I got owning a pumpkin out of the way because it'll bump my credit score up. But for now, no. We need to end this, regardless of what body you possessed.
I ate the fucking Wii. Well, possessed
He
memory
ate
cards
the
took my
Wii.
Halloween
That's
party
the other
hostage. And
costume.
then the pumpkin I used to knock the cards out repossessed the Wii. The cards were in. Busy day. I wonder who owned these memory cards in the past. They may have died, but maybe that pumpkin taking things over might have played God and reverse engineered their souls. They might be back in business.
Possible. Steel wool.
Ghosts
Oh.
deserve some praise. It takes a lot of courage to be dead. You know, I might have been a bit hard on
Are
the
they actually gonna
pumpkins.
come back?
You know, they remind me a bit of memory cards.
Oh, I was about to say.
This
yeah,
one's orange too. What a pumpkin means to those guys, memory cards mean to me. They're just such fun little experiences to have, with or without possession. And that's how you know you truly care about something.
they probably made like carrying cases for them.
Don't need possession to enjoy it.
That's true. Oh man, backwards compatibility, great. Oh, I already done the great mysteries of gaming. Night Trap, no idea. Oh man, so this was Memory Cards by Scott the Woz. It's 3 years old. Hilarious. I learned a lot about memory cards. I had no idea that the Xboxes had memory cards. Like I knew they had expandable storage and stuff like that. But yeah, no, I literally had an Xbox 360 Slim that I got in, I want to say it was like June or July 2011. It's actually when the Duck Goes Moo was born because I had to come up with my own gamer tag because, like I said, my brother went off to college and took his the white Xbox 360, like the non-slim version. So he took that with him, and then for my birthday I got the Slim, which was awesome. I was also leaving middle school, and I was like, what do I want my gamer tag to be? Because like my cousin had just gotten his own, or actually he just got his first 360, and he made his gamer tag his first and last name. Real creative there, Michael. And then my brother, his gamer tag had like his initials and last name, and I was like, do I want to be my name? Want to be my name, or do it be something funny? And I was just there, and it was like, the Duck Goes Moo. First thing that came to mind, out of nowhere. I think I was like watching Supernatural with my mother or something like that, and I was just like, the Duck Goes Moo. Boom, there it is. And here we are today. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. It's actually the origin of the Duck Goes Moo. I'm not sure if I've actually told that on the channel or not, but now you know. I do look forward to reading all your comments. Let me know what the next video should be. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. But until next video, take care and key to music.